everyone. I have a question for you. Have you ever had the experience where you know something deep in your heart? You've heard it all your life, you've been taught it, it has carried you through. It's a teaching that you've had. But sometimes you just need to be reminded of it. Sometimes you just need to hear it again to let it soak back into your system. Something you may have known all your life, or maybe it's new, but you still need to hear it over and over again. Have you had that experience? Think about some of those things that are just good to hear over and over again. Well, today I'm going to remind you because I know you know it, and I know it's in every part of you, your DNA, your blood, everything that's driving through you. I know you know it, but I'm going to remind you about it today. You are loved. I just want to remind you that you are loved. And most importantly, God loves you. I need to hear that over and over again. I had a couple of moments last week where things just kind of seemed to all be going awry. And I thought, oh, that person doesn't appreciate, that's not going well. Uh-oh, this is not going well. Uh-oh. And if I just sat down and remembered that I was loved, I think I could have saved myself a lot of pain. Sometimes you just need to be reminded of simple ideas and simple truths. So I'm reminding you that you're loved. And I take that from yesterday's message that Jason shared, and with the help of King George, shared with us. And there's a quote that Jason shared that I want to remind you about today that I think we just need to carry with us. And that is, God's love doesn't have a price. That means God's love has a covenant. It has a relationship with us, which means God's love is a gift. It's a gift that we can continue receiving on and on. Again, God's love doesn't have a price. It's a gift. And he shared with us from Psalm 145, verse 8. The Lord is merciful and compassionate. God is patient and demonstrates a great, loyal love. The Lord is merciful and compassionate. God is patient and demonstrates a great, loyal love. That Hesed love that never fails. On a Monday at the beginning of August in 2021, we need to be reminded that God loves us. And it's not a price that we have to pay for that love. We have to be willing to receive it over and over and over again. And we know that God's love doesn't come with a price because that price was already paid for us when God sent Jesus here, right? To show us how deeply we are loved. And even though we mess up, and even though we are sinful people, that God loves us still. And we know that through the life of Jesus Christ. And one of the passages that was used yesterday to remind us of that was from Luke chapter 4, verses 18 and 19, when Jesus said, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and the regaining of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor for all those that need it." For all those that need it, God's love is there, and Jesus proclaimed God's love. These are simple truths that we know, that we have learned deep in our hearts. And sometimes when we live life day to day, when we live life in a pattern or habits, sometimes we forget simple truths, such as God is there and God loves us, and we need to recognize and accept that gift. every day. We sang the hymn to begin our worship service yesterday, The Gift of Love. I'll remind you of those words today. Though I may speak with bravest fire and have the gift to all inspire and have not love, my words are vain, as sounding brass and hopeless gain. And have not love. See, we have the love. We just have to bear it and receive it and accept it. And then let it ooze from us. Let that love be in everything that we do, even when we proclaim the Lord's name. Though I may give all I possess, and striving so my love profess, but not be given by love within, the prophet soon turned strangely dim. Again, we can give everything we have. We can give with a spirit of giving, but we must do it with that gift of love that was given to us. Come, Spirit, come, our hearts control. Our spirits long to be made whole. Let inward love guide every deed. By this we worship and are freed. So today I don't have some complex theological dissertation to share with you. It's just a truth that I think we all need to be reminded of. God's love doesn't have a price, and you are loved. You are deeply loved, so much that God sent his Son to show you how much he loves you. That's the truth that we share on this Monday. You are loved. And I encourage you to go and share that with somebody else. Says, hey, remember, you're struggling with this. Remember, you are loved. God loves you. And that love is not pricey. Receive that gift today. You are loved. Have a great Monday.